Hello, squatters. We are back with another one. Thank you very much for the engagement. Thank you very much for those who watch my content. I'm very much concerned with the recent developments now that load shedding is back. It's back in action. I'm asking myself, when we approach winter, how is it going to be? Now that we are back with load shedding, and there's no proper explanation exactly what the problem is. What I see from where I'm sitting now, I see a high level of incompetency from our government. This issue of load shedding should have long been sorted. There's incomplete jobs which they didn't complete from power stations, Kusile, there's issues and what. I don't understand what exactly they are doing, but what I can tell you now, I've got a feeling that people create chaos so that they can look like they're busy fixing something. I don't know if I make sense. They create chaos so that at least they can look like, no, we are busy fixing. Yes, the Minister of Electricity is there. And by the way, we are creating useless portfolios just to employ our friends and to create jobs for them so that we can continue looting the state resources and all of that. I'm very much concerned anyway, with the leadership of the ANC. ANC has done nothing to black people but messing up with their lives. We are sitting at 30 years of the black administration today with absolutely no progress. You can't tell me that out of 100 people, we have 2 millionaires, then you want to claim that we are working. We fail to create millionaires, we fail to create entrepreneurs, we fail to create graduates and everything. We're not fixing any infrastructure, they are not building any university, they are not empowering any young people. Young people are there at squatter camps, they're stuck with a high pass mark from matric and they can't even enter to the university because of lack of funding and all of that. They can't even make education free so that everybody access education. They can't provide free internet to the youth so the youth can start creating their own jobs. By the way, I've come to realize that with internet is so powerful that people can actually create jobs from internet. Our government is actually denying us every opportunity that you can ever think of. And the youth is about to give up. By the way, they've given up. Some of them, they are even recruited into criminal activities, not because they want to. It's because they can realize that there's nothing that they can do other than committing crimes, following their role models, Ekas, Yamakinsa, and all of that. And then we wonder why. Like Dube said that there won't be no schools anymore. All the buildings will be prison. We're going to have more prisons. And if you look at our government now, all the infrastructures that we are using were actually built by the apartheid government. That's one thing I don't understand. I keep asking myself, why are we still using apartheid structures if we hate this apartheid and we wanted to change our lives as black people? Why are we still using their buildings? Until to this day, if you go to Tembisa, you're going to find all apartheid structures, police station, clinic, hospitals, and everything. The ANC government builds nothing. All that they know is to destroy and continue to destroy. Now load shedding is back. I'm waiting here, sitting here to hear what exactly they are going to say to the people, because that's how incompetent they are. They don't know what they are doing. And they've chased all the engineers with all the expertise. And now we are remaining with dumb people there. Or, by the way, the very same engineers who are still there, who can fix there and there, they are being suppressed there too. They are being told that, listen, don't fix that, let it break, so that we create chaos, then we will fix it later. I'm very much worried about South Africa. South Africa is becoming a banana republic. It's not a secret. And some of us, we are not trying to be relevant to them so they like us. We know that they don't like us. They have actually sidelined us a long time ago. By the way, we had to survive on our own, develop thick skins and survive out of those difficulties. They denied us every opportunity and now they continue to mess up. By the way, I'm not worried about myself. No, I'm worried about my kids. I'm worried about my grandkids, how are they going to live, to survive in this kind of a brutal corporate world that our government is not actually constructing, is deconstructing everything, is destroying everything. All the infrastructures are getting destroyed. We have dilapidated structures. We have power stations which are crippled. They are not serviced, they are not maintained. And where are we going exactly? How can you own a car and you don't take it to the service and you expect that car to perform? All these power stations must be serviced. We need proper and highly qualified engineers. And by the way, we do have such people with all the expertise. But politicians, who do you tell? The politician that you've got someone qualified. They want to benefit. They want to create a tender. So for them to create a tender is to create chaos. They must create chaos and look like they are busy fixing something there, so that they can say, no, we've got a tender, comrade, let's issue a tender here so this can be fixed. I know how they operate, by the way. The person who introduced this privatization and tenders, it was Thabo Mbeki back in 1999, or when he signed for this privatization, and everything now was turned into a tender, and he taught these comrades how to steal government money. And this is what it is now. They are going to now take stones into the power stations and take the coal somewhere. That gangsterism has started again. And to 1, 2, 3, we're going to be having now the petroleum companies benefiting. And Ramaphosa is a shareholder, by the way, in these companies. He wants another $1 billion. He wants another $1 billion. That's how they operate. They are mafias, these people. We are led by mafias, gangsters. The gangsters of note are the ANC people. They are gangsters, and they are just there to cause chaos. They are not there to fix anything. I can bet now we are going to have a serious load shedding for this year. It's not even winter. It's still hot. It's still hot. We are surviving on our aircons. Even during the day, you need to switch on your aircon or stay outside. Or it's hot. Then they will say, back in those days, they used to say, no, it's winter now. The power stations are having overload. What the electricity is being consumed too much, so that's why there's load shedding. Now, what is their reason now? Because they started load shedding now. We were quiet. We were just chilled, doing our own thing, minding our own business. All of a sudden, boom, load shedding. Then you must just say, no, it's okay. We've been patient with this government for the longest time. So now we don't care anymore, and we are just going to tell them the truth that, listen, you don't know what you're doing there, and you are messing up there just because you are there elected by the voters to be there, but there's nothing that you are doing there. I don't know how we can, as South African, change this leadership that is so useless and put people there. I don't know where we can get that power, because through vote we can't. Because remember, a vote, we vote for a political party. They bring all their idiots there and deploy all their cadres wherever they want to deploy them. And then, it's business as usual. We don't get to have that opportunity to say, no, this person that you deploy here, do they have qualifications? If you say this person is going to be a CEO, even you remember when they appointed Andre De Reiters, and people were saying, no, because he's white, he won't be corrupt there, all of that. What did he do? He knew nothing. He did absolutely nothing. All that he did, he was complaining about the mafias and all of that, scared of his life and all of that. We had Abu Matsela Koko there, who were there. Load shedding was a history. Abu Brian Molefe, they were there. By the way, as much as they say, they are corrupt and all of that, but if they can fix the problem, why can't we have them to let them be there and fix that problem? And those people were scholars. If you talk about Matsela Koko, he's an engineer, understands the system and everything. They were fixing ESCOM. We never had load shedding during Jacob Zuma's tenure. That's one good thing that I know about Jacob Zuma, that when he was there, he had proper people who were doing that. Anyway, he had his own flaws. I remember SAA was year in, year out, bailout, and all of that, which is something that also irritated us. But at the same time, ESCOM was running proper under his tenure. Now we've got President Cyril Ramaphosa. Everything fell apart. Everything. They are not fixing anything. The power stations are very old, dilapidated structures, and they are not bringing quality coal. They are taking coal somewhere. They are bringing stones, and we have load shedding. They are breaking all those conveyor belts and all of that. What kind of a government are we having? Where are we going exactly? And with this rate, sorry, I'm very much worried that are we really going to become a better society? Bella, here we want our country to run smoothly so that at least we can be able to compete with other African countries to say, hey, we've got infrastructure that is working, is proper, there's electricity, there's running water, there's a sewage system proper, everything is proper. Let me tell you something, by the way, South Africa. Look at the RDP houses that were built by the apartheid government and the RDP houses which were built by the ANC government. You'll see the difference. And that must tell you something there. ANC is building poor workmanship structures which collapses and all of that. Nothing that they build is quality. There is still RDP houses which were built by apartheid government. They are still standing now. They did not collapse. They are still standing strong. So the apartheid government was good with administration. The ANC government is horrible with the administration. Administrative-wise, I will go for the apartheid government. I won't go for ANC because I can see how much damage they have caused. And by the way, they are still continuing to cause a damage. You will tell me. By the way, maybe you might have a different view that maybe they are trying to fix or they are trying to do what. But I don't think they are actually trying to fix anything. I think they are creating chaos. I think they are incompetent. I think they are only there for their own pockets. No one else. They are not fixing our country. They only care about themselves. I don't know, squatters. Maybe you'll say something very different, but let's keep engaging. Load shedding is back, and by the looks, it's here to stay. Let's engage.